Hi guys, and welcome back to our channel. Today we're here at Disney's California Adventure. It's Wednesday, March 2nd. It's a few days out from the official opening of the 2022 Food and Wine Festival, but Disney has decided to do a soft opening today, so we're here to try out some food offerings before opening day and before the crowds arrive. So come along with us on this episode of The Walker Chronicles.
Okay, so we made our way in the park, and since it's just a soft opening for the Food and Wine Festival, we have no idea if any booths are still going to be open, if they'll have any food left, if they're going to close anytime soon because the park closes at 9 o'clock tonight. But we're about to find out, and you guys can come with us and see how this turns out. Okay, so our first item of the night is going to be from Delish, and it is the Black and Tan Beef Potato Puffs with Karl Strauss Rec Alley Stout Gravy and Lager Micro Sponge.
What is micro sponge? Is it this stuff right here? This looks like bread. Not necessarily a beer micro sponge, but let's give it a try. This is very tasty. I will say it's a little on the salty side, but that gravy is really rich. The beef, tender, flavorful. This spongy looking stuff. It tastes like bread, but it's a very sweet bread. Tater tots that are in here are really nice, crispy, maybe a little too crispy, at least the one that I got. But this is delish, just like the booth, right? Delish. My only critique is the salt. It's a little heavy on the salt, and I'm a salt person, so maybe that's telling you something. So let's see what Chris thinks.
All right, let's give it a shot. Marina did like it, said it was too salty. I love salt as well, so we'll see. Try to get a little bit of beef and a tater tot. There we go. That is delicious. It tastes like pot roast and tater tots. I love them both separate, and apparently I love them together as well. Let's get another bite and get some of that bread or sponge. Wow, that is delicious. The bread, I don't know if it's actually necessary. It is sweet, but the overall dish is fantastic. I will definitely be buying this again as we go further into this festival. So next we headed on over to the Berry Patch and ordered the blueberry buttermilk pie. It does look delicious.
Isn't it cute? It's really tiny, fits in the palm of your hand. Maybe a little too small maybe, but maybe it packs a flavor punch. Let's give it a try. Alright, here we go. This is really good. You taste those blueberries right off the top. The crust is nice and flaky. Sweetness level, not too sweet, just the way I like it. And I don't know if it's the tartness from the blueberry, but I taste hints of lemon. I don't taste any of that buttermilk per se, but it's a very moist pie on the inside, but it is very good.
All right, so it's my turn. I love most pies. I definitely like berry pie, so I'm looking forward to this. It's definitely chilled. You can feel the whole container is actually very cold. This is fantastic. So far, we're 2 out of 2. I really love this. I would definitely get one of these again. It's super tart from the berries. It's nice and sweet. From the crust is flaky. Yeah, this is a home run. So we're over here at Pepper's Caliente, and we decided to order the chili relleno empanada with arbol pepper salsa featuring cacique, Oaxaca, and cotija cheeses.
This looks really pretty. There's little microgreens on the top. Can't wait to dig in. The smell from this, it smells good, but a little stinky too because of that cheese, I have to say. But it looks good. Let's dig into this. Ooh, look at this. All right, let's give this a shot. Wow, this has heat. This is, so far of the items we've tried, this is my favorite right now. Super cheesy. This thing is like a cheese hot pocket with some hot sauce kind of drizzled on the top. This is delicious. The pastry to this, not really flaky. I wouldn't say it's not tough either. As you bite into it, you don't really taste it. What you taste is that strong flavor of cheese, and then the heat comes on and just builds and gets hotter and hotter. Starting to kind of die down now, but that flavor of cheese is still lingering and it tastes delicious.
Okay, so I love empanadas, but normally when they're meat-based, and this is pepper and cheese-based, so we'll see how this goes. So, Marina wasn't kidding. There's a tremendous amount of cheese in this. It is very tasty, and now the heat is actually slowly building up in my mouth right now. Overall, it's quite good, because I think there might be more cheese than there is pepper. But yeah, this is really tasty. I'm surprised, actually. I would definitely eat this again. All right, so our next stop is the artichoke booth, where we ordered the chicharron crusted fried artichoke dip with smoked pepper crema featuring cacique Oaxaca cheese.
Ooh-wee, chicharrones. Okay, when you put chicharrones in a description, I better be able to taste it. So let's crack this open and see what's inside. Ooh. There we go.
Uh-oh. My first miss.
Yeah, this is a real letdown. The cheese, don't really taste cheese like I tasted the cheese in the last, in the empanada. It's just really mushy and gooey on the inside. I taste no chicharroni, no pork flavor whatsoever. You do get that crunch, it was fried well, but when it comes to taste and flavor, this one is really lackluster, kind of flavorless actually. I would not get this again. Interested to see what Chris has to think.
Okay, I have to admit I'm a little scared after what Marina just said, but let's see what this thing tastes like. Yeah, it tastes like it's fried, but yeah, the inside is very tasteless. There's no, it's almost like they forgot to season it. I did taste some artichoke, I felt the texture of artichoke, but not the flavor of artichoke. Yeah, this is their first miss of the night so far. Yeah, I actually have no desire to even finish eating it. Yeah, it's not good. Definitely pass on this one, or maybe they'll make changes before Friday's opening, but I have a feeling they probably won't. But we'll see. Okay, so this next one is all for Marina. We are over at Avocado Time, and she has ordered the frozen guacamole. It's avocado paleta with lime crema, pico de gallo, and chili lime seasoning, and a tortilla crunch. Yeah, I don't know about this one.
I'm a little nervous. A guacamole or avocado paleta. I thought I'd take a chance, right? You gotta risk it sometimes. It looks really pretty though. See what it tastes like. It's probably gonna be really messy. Look at all this stuff up on top. There's salsa and corn and all kinds of things. All right, in it goes. So this is good. It's kind of riding the border of good and okay. You don't get a lot of the avocado or the guacamole taste to it, but it's really creamy. You get the crunch and the texture from the top. There's a little bit of spice up on top, and that coolness from the ice cream, that avocado really cools it down. But this is surprisingly good. Chris won't touch this. He won't touch this with 10-foot pole, so I have to eat all this by myself. But I don't think I'm gonna have a problem with it. I just wish the paleta was a little bit, the avocado part of it had a little bit more taste to it. They put a little bit too much cream, so it kind of makes it a little bit bland. You still taste it, but not as much as I would hope. But would I get it again? Probably.
Next, we ended up at the Garlic Kissed booth. We ordered 2 different items here. We ordered the grilled top sirloin with roasted garlic Gruyere smashed potatoes and black garlic chimichurri, as well as the carbonara garlic mac and cheese with Nueske's peppered bacon. Both of these actually sound delicious.
Carbonara. It's one of our favorites, and hope it's good, or just okay, like theme park okay, I would be good with. So let's give this a shot. So I'll start with the pluses, the positives. The pasta's cooked nice. The texture of the cream is nice. The bacon you can taste. The cheese on top. The textures are nice. But carbonara, maybe not so much. But that's okay. It still tastes good. Kind of like a creamy pasta, but kind of a drier cream, or not so heavy on the cream. But it tastes good. I just wouldn't call it a carbonara because I know what a true carbonara is, and this isn't, but it still tastes good.
Okay, so a good carbonara is one of my favorite dishes in the entire world. And this has Nueske's bacon on it, which is good, but it should add to the flavor, not be the flavor of the dish. So we'll see what this thing tastes like. And I don't think carbonara is designed to sit out for a long time. You need to eat it right away, but I'm keeping an open mind. Okay, so the first thing that hits me is that garlic smell. The garlic taste, the garlic smell. The Nueske's bacon is really crispy, really salty. It actually is better than I thought it was going to be. I actually really do enjoy this dish. The creaminess, like Marina says, it's almost like a dry creamy, which is a little odd, but it still tastes good. Is it one of the best carbonaras I've had? Of course not. But is it good? Would I order it again? Absolutely. I mean, I can tell you right now I'll be ordering this again this weekend, unless something else jumps out and grabs my attention. I do like it that much. So yeah, this is one worth waiting for this weekend.
If there's one thing I love, it's garlic mashed potatoes. And then you throw some meat on there and some chimichurri. I'm all over this. Hopefully it tastes good and I'm happy with my choice, but you won't know until you try, right? So let's dig in. Here we go. These potatoes, super smooth, super garlicky, just the way I love them. The top sirloin, nice and tender, it's seasoned well. That chimichurri sauce that they have down at the bottom adds a really nice layer and extra dimension of flavor. I haven't tried these chilies, don't know if they're hot or not, so I'm gonna steer away from them for just a minute. But this, as a total dish, is a hit in my book. These mashed potatoes, I'm telling you, so smooth and creamy. Like they must have processed them over and over again to get them that smooth. This is fantastic.
Okay, Marina talked this one up quite a bit, so my expectations are very high. Let's go for a little bit of both here. Some mashed potatoes and some of the beef. Wow. The one bite is a ton of flavor. But I did figure out why they are so smooth. Because they're not mashed potatoes, they're smashed potatoes is what it says on the menu. So I think that must be the difference. But wow, super flavorful. I mean, hey, let me get another bite. Because that's crazy delicious. Oh, that's a lot of chimichurri sauce. This is great. So far, the best booth bang for the buck and taste for the buck right now is the garlic kissed booth. There's no doubt. Both dishes we got from there are fantastic. Okay, so for our last stop of the night, we stopped over at LA Style and we got two different options. The first one is the glazed barbecue pork belly with furikake togarashi mac salad. And we also get the hero-inspired flatbread featuring impossible ground beef with chipotle hummus, tzatziki, and spiced crispy chickpeas.
Pork belly! I love pork belly and I love mac salad, so this is a match made in heaven, for me at least. Chris isn't gonna touch this stuff, but that's okay. More for me! Let's try this pork here, this pork belly. It seems really, really tender. Look at that. Just comes right up. Let's get a little bit more. Looks like heaven. Here we go. This is really nice. Spiced and seasoned really well. Super tender, maybe a little bit of underlying heat, but not too much. This is probably by far the best pork belly I've had here in the park. Let's try this mac salad. Here we go. This is wonderful. The pasta's cooked just the way it should be, al dente style, a little bit softer than al dente, but the seasoning here, the mayo, it's not that sweet mac salad that you're used to getting at the grocery store. This has a mustard base and a mayonnaise to it. Seasoned really nice with the togarashi in there. This, home run.
Okay, so it's my turn to try this pork belly. Not gonna touch the mac salad, not a mayonnaise guy, not a mustard guy, but the pork belly looks and smells delicious, so let's give it a shot. That pork belly is delicious, and the piece I just got had a whole bunch of fat on it. I have to admit, it was divine having that all just melt in your mouth. There's a certain spice on there, I'm not sure what it was. It says it's barbecued. I'm not sure what spice it is. It's really good. It's a little strong, but man, this meat is really tender. This is great pork belly.
All right, this is really messy. Not gonna be able to pick it up. It's got these impossible beef crumbles here. This aioli sauce here, and these spiced chickpeas. These are amazing. What they need to do is sell a bag of those spiced chickpeas all by themselves. I think they would be an amazing snack here in the park, and I would buy them all day long. All right, let's get into the main event here. A little bit of beef, a little bit of this, I think it's tzatziki sauce, and a little bit of this crumble. Now it's a flatbread, so there's the flatbread underneath, but this is just way too much stuff to pick up, so I'm gonna have to work my way down to be able to pick it up. But here are all the elements, let's give it a shot. This is really good too. That impossible beef, you can't tell that it's not hamburger meat. It tastes like it's real meat. That tzatziki, nice and creamy, has a little bit of that dill taste to it, that yogurt and a little bit of onion with nice little texture in there. And these spiced chickpeas, I'm telling you, these spiced chickpeas are everything. I'm gonna have to keep working on this so I can be able to pick it up and try the flatbread. Maybe I can get in and, nope, it's way too messy. Way too messy. Yeah, just gonna have to keep working on this to work it down so I can pick it up like a real hero should be. But I would recommend this. This is really good.
Wow, what an evening. I am stuffed. I will tell you, for a preview night, we ate a ton of different food options.
it's really nice to have a soft opening where you can come, avoid the crowds, try the food, and even though some of the food, they need to kind of work on the seasoning level a little bit. But other than that, we had a great time and we had a lot of really good food.
We did, I will tell you. I'm glad this worked out. I'm glad we were fortunate to figure out that they were doing this thing tonight, because we got to avoid some of the lines and hopefully give you guys a preview and help you choose what you guys might want to eat when the event actually starts this Friday.
Now just know, we did have to pay for everything cash or card. The tabs that you can purchase on that card, they weren't available today, so everything was pretty much cash or card.
Yeah, and I will tell you, we also dashed over to Soaring to see if they'd switched over from around the world to Soaring over California, but sadly not yet. They said we had to wait till Friday for that one.
Yeah.
But we had a great night, and like I said, we are both stuffed.
So we hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, as it really helps our channel grow. And until next time, we will see you on the next episode of
The Walker Chronicles.